Hello, lecturers. Today I'm going to walk you through my lecturer claim system built with ASP.NET Core MVC. I'll explain the main files, how the system works with different roles, and what each component does. So I'll start with the authentication controller, which is this one. This controller, its main purpose is to manage login. So when a user logs in, it verifies credentials and sets session variables like user ID, name, role, and hourly rate. Users are redirected to dashboards depending on their role. For example, lecturers have their own dashboards, HR have their own dashboards, etc. So, yeah, as you can see, and this is when they need to log out. And then the next one that I'll be going to is my lecturer controller. Yeah, lecturers can view their dashboard showing claim status. So submit claims, they can submit claims via a form. The form autofills name because we already stored that when we logged in as an HR manager. So it makes it easier for the lecturer because it autofills names, the surname, and the hourly rate from the session. So we just need to input the number of hours they worked. And it also allows the lecturer to track previously submitted claims and view details. Um, and they can upload supporting documents securely. This controller ensures only logged in lecturer can access their own claims and calculates amounts automatically. As you can see, we even have validation statements. And then the next one that I'll be going into is the HR controller. Note that at the top of each file, I declared the use of AI where I used AI to help me. So this HR controller, um, HR users can access the HR dashboard, showing claims data for all the lecturers so they can see how many claims got approved, rejected, who submitted the claim, etc. It manages users. Basically, I can even add new users, edit existing users, or deactivate accounts, download reports in PDF or CSV formats, and only the HR can access these features. Nobody else has this authority. Hence, it meets the requirements of the super user. You can see, can also update information. Yeah. And then we can go can go to the next bar, which I think is important, the claim service. So this part is different because it handles all business logic for claims. So there are features like the submit claim async, retrieves claims with optional filters. And there's the other features like the gate claim async. This one retrieves claims with optional filters. Then get claim by ID async fetches a specific claim. Then there's the review async that allows the HR or managers to approve or reject claims. And then there's the get dashboard data async, aggregates data for dashboards. So, for example, such as total claims, pending claims, and total approved amount. Yep. And then there's the report service, which generates PDF or CSV reports for HR. You can see here is my code. And then you can go into the models. Yeah. Then there's the claim view model. This is the structure for the claim forms, including fields like hours worked, hourly rate, and total amount, status, notes, uh, validation attributes, because it's supposed to ensure proper data entry. And then there's also the user view model. This one, it's a structure for managing users, including name, surname, email, password, and hourly rate. Then the views, uh, views, and the views that the lecturer submit, track, details, etc. I'll start with the lecturer submit. So this form is for, it creates the interface for the form that lecturers are going to use to submit a claim with live total calculation and validation errors as is required on the guideline. You can see this is my code, and then there's track view. This lists the claim submitted by the lecturer. This is important for filtering by status. And then if I go here, dashboard, and then this is just simple. This is the summary of claim statistics. It's just the summary. And then HR views, we can start with the dashboard, same as the other one. Overview of all claims, including pending, approved, or rejected. And then we can go to, as you can see, manage users. This one lists all the users with edit and deactivate options, gives us the options to deactivate. And then for the HR, they even have an add user. This is when you can, this creates the feature for adding, saving, and yeah, managing user accounts. So now we can, and then here is my app JSONs, connected it to the database, and then the other files like the coordinator, which has the dashboard for the coordinator, and then also a review file where they can see why certain claims got rejected, etc. And then my application DB context is here too, which stores things, seeds, and now I can run the file. The file, as you can see here, I made it easier for the lecturers. So I can either copy and paste that, but since I've used it before, just take it from there. Then this is the password, and I'll copy and paste that, log in, and as you can see, I've already submitted. So we just need to go back and log in as a, so you can see there, you can go back here and you can choose, as the one that I'm inputting now is for the lecturer. And then I can type in the password and log in. As you can see, I've already submitted 3 claims. I just wanted to make sure it works properly and doesn't crash because I was experiencing a problem earlier on. So here, as you can see, what they wanted, it auto-populates the name and the surname and the hourly rate. These details were all saved by the HR and they were created by the HR, the name, the surname, and the hourly rate. So all they need to do is input the hours, then it auto calculates the total amount, which makes their life easier. And then they can also add additional notes like programming lessons, and then they can upload a file, which is this one, the contract file, and then they can say submit claim. As you can see, after I submitted, they're able to track their claims and see how far the other claims that they submitted. The first one this lecturer submitted got approved, the second one rejected, and the other one it was pending, then this one is pending. As you can see, they can also click here and see the details in order. Then they can also there's also another option to submit another claim. So as we go there, and now we can log in as a programming coordinator, and then just to accept or reject, and then the password. I'll provide everything in my README file, and then just log in there. As you can see, it's even statuses color coded to make it more easy. The program coordinator dashboard shows the total amount of claims pending, approved so far, and rejected. And then we can even review. Let's go to this one, first one. So we can write review notes, write whatever we want, and then decide why I am going to reject this claim because they was evidence of covered. We'll try and be on this part of since can reject. As you can see, it got reject. Then you also have an option to reject this one. Let's try rejecting, approving this one. Your claim got approved. See, as you can see, after after rejecting or approving, this thing also updates. They move from the pending review to the assign column. Then that was our PC. So after we're gonna log in as an academic manager, they can also see these, but their functionality is different. They can only see what has already been accepted by the PC because everyone has their own role in everything. Just to make sure that everything appears. So now everything also appears on the HR dashboard as they can see who submitted what, when, and why. And then there's also a feature statement, filter statement, a filter option that can alter dates. I go like, and then I filter, it will show me the dates in which there was the claims in which they were submitted within these 2 days. And there's also an option of choosing the approved, rejected, or then they can also manage the users. So these are the users. So the HR can either delete or edit. For example, if I want to edit anything from the lecturer, I can change their role to whichever role. I can increase the hourly rate, and I cannot change the email because it's saved, but I can change their name. Then after that, you can just say save changes, then it goes back here, or you can delete any one of these users. So